Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, also known to some as the Snake Pit. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with Georgia Tech's head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Yellow Jackets will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Williams. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got it.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to take it back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. There's a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for space to the left. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
To the air, it's Washington. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He's into the open down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Maybe a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Hands it off on the counter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Looking downfield, it's Washington. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quarterback gets the first down. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator, and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Creates a little room. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the play fake on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Speeding down the left side. He is in. Takes the to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the Sunday is where you force the turnover. The pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's made. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
The sure hands, it's Durham. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these 2 teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. To the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time. Gashes them in the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Soft spot in the middle. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The run inside. It's Williams. There he goes. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Smith takes the handoff. Got a little grass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the out.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Terrapins! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a heat. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
There's some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
From the red zone, it's Hosley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Put 6 on the board. Third touchdown of the game. A third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Smith. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Washington. Smith's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Swings it out to the flat. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This is a designed run. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the first.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Escapes the pressure going right. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. He's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete in the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important.
Makes the grab in their space. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's made. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. Has it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 9 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Michigan State sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
Makes the grab. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hosley. Inside the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Had to get rid of it quickly.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, second. There's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
The snap sets up the throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That one will give them the lead.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give is to Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch with this offense.
Finding some room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
On the ground, it's Hosley.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The screen, he's got wheels, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right, and he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Steps away. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. this guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Just plowing it. Continues to fight for yards. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Terps respond. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Using his legs, it's Hosley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right back to it.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Holding his fourth quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Quickly complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. They want that clock to run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. These corners backing off a bit. We'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The option, the keeper. Might have a chance. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Pulls it on the option. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Nickelback on the field, looking pass as they try to keep this a 1-possession game in the 4th. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Trying to find the end zone. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Using his feet. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O.
Ready.
And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game.